I feel like making some smooth R&B, so that's what we're gonna be doing in today's video. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have been doing great. For today's video, I wanna switch it up a little bit. I wanna show you guys how to make some smooth R&B with a little bit of a West Coast flavor to it, a little bit of a West Coast vibe. Let's go. I got a basic piano loaded up. I'm gonna play the chord progression on the MIDI, but I've been seeing a lot of comments of you guys asking me to do it inside of the piano roll. So I'm gonna explain it after and show you how you can rebuild it. But for me to get that feeling that I want, I gotta play it on the MIDI. I wanna just find like 2 chords that I could play and kind of make a melody off that and go from there. That's super jazzy. I like this though. This is a C, what is a C minor 7th? Then maybe we could drop down. That's kind of clean. Gotta make those velocities a little bit better, but this little run over here is nice. Bring these up. So I'm playing a 4-1 chord progression in G minor. So if we go over here, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4 being C, and we built out a minor 9th chord like this. So here's the minor chord, 7th to the 9th, and then this just gets brought over and dropped down to the 1 being G, and again, the minor triad, 7th and 9th here. And then again, I repeat this chord over here one time, but leave out the 7th and the 9th, and I just add in an A sharp. So 1 up here, and then return with a little bit of melody to that A here, A sharp to A. And then obviously over here, I'm just strumming, and that just creates this cool little arpeggiated melody that happens at the end. Makes the chord progression a little bit more interesting to the end. So that's the theory behind it. I'm gonna just mess around with this and get the timing and the velocity a little bit better, and then we'll continue. All right, so now I just wanna pitch this up 1 semitone. So this would be G sharp like that. So it's a mixer channel 1. Just gives it a little bit more energy. Let's actually throw analog labs in here and let's get a Rhodes. So I'm gonna go into the Purple Skies analog lab bank. Perfect for these types of beats, all different types of R&B beats as well. So let's go in here and let's go to keys. Rhodes right here. Boom. Throw this here. I feel like that one fits better, so let's run with that one. Let's cut out a little bit of low end from it. Just gotta see what fits the vibe of the beat the best, bro. That's really what matters. Oh, this is coming out crazy. Let's add a little bit of reverb to this. Or something like that. And I like to use this chorus space right here. Widen it out. And then see if it's clashing with the piano somewhere in here. I feel like it is. Right there. So let's cut that out. I want to layer one more Rhodes. I'm going to go into here. Let's see if we could get away with adding 3. Sometimes I just like to try things. It might not work though. And what I'm gonna do is kind of pan these a little bit, right? I'll let the piano take all that low end. These are just gonna be like nicely in the background. Let's duplicate analog labs, and what I'm gonna do is get a lead for this because I want to get a lead, a bass. I'll probably do like 2 or 3 leads. I'm not gonna lie, for these types of beats I love going crazy with the leads. And then I'm not gonna do a pad because we already have like too much going as far as keys, so that's kind of done with that part. If it would be a pad, maybe just like a long sustained note, but everything's gonna be like leads and little things that aren't so I was gonna say chord progression-y, but that's not even a word, bro. Let's just keep making beats. Sometimes when I talk too much, I end up saying things that don't make any sense. It's gonna go crazy. I'm gonna use 2 leads, so I might as well just load up another one. One of my favorite banks I have a link to it in the description. I'm working on some more R&B and some more like dark trap banks as well. So those are on the way. A lot of sound design happening. And I've been dropping a bunch of sound design videos too. So hopefully you guys have been liking those. Let me know if you want even more of those, especially when it comes to like presets. I'll be happy to do those. Probably bring back live streams as well. Sound designing. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I'm getting carried away. We just got to figure out what type of lead we want to do. I kind of want to just add like a small lead maybe towards the end. I always tell you guys that I like to add like stuff right here, mainly at this part, this little transition part, to kind of just like spice up the beat. And then I'll probably have like another lead that kind of goes throughout. Dun, 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 dun. Do that. Oh. Hold on. Or we can go da na 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 na, or both. Let's try one. Oh, I messed that up. Hold up. Okay, and then what we could do, I do like that one a lot. Right there from the, so we're gonna go B. This is where we'll add in right in this little space. Just a small little grace note here. Just sound like this. See how that sounds? Yep. We can add in another one. That sounds kind of cool. We'll keep that. Actually, what we'll do is bring this over here, right? And that's where we'll do this little pitch one, just like that. The double, and then over here, we'll take it out of right here. Ooh. Those are some of my favorite leads. Just have like that delay on them. And there's like a modulation happening on the filter, so it gives it that like really cool like womp womp sound. This is when you hold it, you get like a really long note, but if you do them quick, you hear that envelope. That's why they're some of my favorite leads. Wait, that might go crazy. Dun 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 dun. All right, so I'm gonna just mess with these for a bit. I don't know if you guys care to watch this. So I'll probably skip forward to this part. Cause I'm gonna really sit here and mess with these for a while. All right, next thing I want to do is get a ride in here. So let's go into the brand new drum kit right here. I have a link to it in the description. Let's go into the cymbals section here. One of my favorite cymbals is cymbal 8 right here. So we're just going to start with this one and get a real simple cymbal pattern going. But there's a whole bunch of different cymbals in here. Let me let you hear them. So they're real recorded cymbals. 10's real cool too. I like 10. But 8's just like a real smooth one if you play it low. So I'm thinking we can just go and then bring this down to make it more realistic. And then what we need to do is move these around so it could be like someone actually played them. Bring this one down a little bit. And then we can just repeat this pattern, but one thing you can do is switch up velocities and timing on these ones as well, just to give it even more of a like a realistic feel. And the more you mess with velocities and timings with your beat, the more just like organic and real it could sound, and it'll just kind of make everything stand out. You see how much better that sounds? Then watch, like if I did this, watch the difference. Like such a big difference. And then we need a bass. Thinking we could just do like a clean bass. this. Cut itself. So let's see what we can get with this. Bring this up. And then we do have to go like this with the bass because it's going to keep going forever. And go to G. What if we just follow? The lead right there. Make this a little less robotic. Just really messing with all these. Bass still sounds pretty robotic, but I'm gonna show you guys something cool you could do with these. One of my favorite things to do with almost all my R&B beats, to be honest, to just give it a whole different feel. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, whole bunch of 808s in here, clean basses, nice pluck basses. Maybe we can get one of those. Bunch of percussion. Like if I just open this kit and expand it all, whole bunch of sounds in here, bro. All right, so I brought the G sharp up 1 octave on the bass. I feel like it just transitions better to these notes over here, so we'll leave it like that. Let's just get into adding some drums to this. I feel like a snap could go crazy. Get like a cool hat. I like both of these. Let's go get a snap. My favorite snaps. I don't know why that happens sometimes. There we go. Let's mess with these hats. Yep. Kind of want to keep it simple. I might do a couple rolls. I think we can do that right there. Dun 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 dun. I'm gonna just play it on the keyboard, see if I can do it. See how quick I could get that little bounce going. Dun 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 dun. And these go down. Yeah, right here doesn't work, is it? Okay, that works. So that's cool. And then we're gonna pan these like this. Dun, dun. Yep. And then turn this one down. it's just gonna go crazy. Let's see what else we could do. Yeah. Gotta add this one at the end. It's one of my favorite. Let's see right here. Bring this over here. It's such a good transition to watch. These don't. There we go. Oh, hold on, there's somewhere right here. Yeah. That's clean. No, that's going crazy. All right, let's do it. Let's go over here. And sound shifter, bruh. Sound shifter on the entire beat is what I've been doing recently. Watch what it does. Let's just go down by 1 or 2 because it's going to change everything. Yeah, let's try one first. Restart this. Try 2. Oh, hold on. That's smooth. What if we brought the kick up just a little bit? So it's not like, hold on. Up by 1 is fire. Ooh. Let's bring up these a little bit. That's going crazy, bruh. We could add one more lead. I know exactly what lead I'm gonna add to. I'm gonna go into Analog Labs, into the Summer Nights 3 with Infinite, my dog. Our 3rd collab Analog Lab bank. There's a lead in here that I need, bro. Maybe we could just end this video by freestyling, change it up just a little bit. Just kind of let this play and mess around with the last lead. I feel like that's what we should do. You know, yeah, that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'll probably have the full beat at the end, but maybe not. Maybe we'll just let this ride for like a minute or 2 and I'll just freestyle with this lead. I'm just gonna have fun, bro. That's all that matters. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. That's it. Let's go. Hold on. Wait. All right, wait, I gotta record that because that one, I don't want to forget that. That's crazy. I'm gonna try to do the outro while playing the lead, bro. Check this out. Let's see if I can do it. All right, as always, appreciate you guys watching. New drum kit, link in the description. This is actually really difficult. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Purple Skies, link to it in the description. Summer Nights 3, link to it in the description. Everything in the description, bro. Appreciate you guys watching. Till next time. Peace.